Chainsaw Man chapter review and discussion. How is everybody doing this wonderful Chainsaw Man Tuesday? I know what I want. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. As you can see on the bottom of our screen, there is a timer. We have a lot on the agenda today, mostly finishing our Steel Ball Run read-through.
Steel Ball Run!
Our Steel Ball Run read-through so that we can get ready for that episode. But we still want to come here and be here live to talk about this chapter. So once we start going through it, I will hit that timer and we'll have 30 minutes to go through everything. So that it's mostly for me. It's mostly so that I stay on track because I don't stay on track. I have a hard time. This, though, we're not here to talk about Steel Ball Run. We're here to talk about Chainsaw Man. Chapter 127, titled... Hold on. I thought I had it queued up. Damn it. Save the Asa! Now, this was a really, really fun chapter. Anytime we see Denji being Denji, it's a treat. And he never ceases to surprise, bring a smile to my face, and be extremely relatable. Am I right?
Like now, still. Like not as a teenage boy, like no, specifically
even as a grown man, I relate. I relate.
Pushing.
I got my Chainsaw Man Frank Perrine cup today. Rocking my Rize shirt. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. There was also some kind of Willy Wonka-esque shenanigans that were happening in this chapter, too. Did you get that vibe from when he was telling Asa, when Denji was telling Asa, the darker your thoughts, the heavier you are. And it was like when Charlie and his grandpa were...
when they drink the cola or whatever, the candy cola, and they have to burp.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they're not thinking, they're just burping.
No. But yeah.
But it's Charlie, burp.
That's your Charlie grandpa impression. Yeah. Sick.
But I just remembered he's not British. No, they're not British. No.
I imagine no. Actually, I imagine them a little British.
Not imagine. What are they?
I don't know. Ask Roald Dahl, okay? the author of the book.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
I absolutely love this chapter. I laughed out loud. Like I said, it never ceases to surprise me when Denji just blurts out these things. I'm always caught off guard because the lead up to the conversation or the lead up to that moment was a really emotional moment. And I was invested. I was actually surprised at how helpful Denji was really being. And in offering Asa some sort of comfort with everything that she was going through because he can relate. He can relate to pain, to loss. But then at the very end, he had to throw in what we call a Denjiism.
Yeah, you're like, oh, man, that's going to be very cute. He's going to say he has something to live for now. It's going to be Nayuta being a single teenage father, raising this child with a bunch of dogs. Like, I have dogs. I have a house now. I'm happy. It's like, no.
And at first I wondered why, he didn't think about Nayuta because there was a panel of, oh no, that was Asa. That was Asa who was thinking about the cat. She saw her cat. She saw the girl, the woman from the orphanage, and she saw Yuko, I think was her name. In the previous chapter, Denji flashed back to Power and to Aki. But I was wondering if Nayuta was going to be one of his reasons for living.
Well, he said that he did say
that. Yeah.
No, he did say that. He did say, relating it back to like Power. She's like, don't remind me of cats. And he's like, believe me, I've been there. Like he.
Yeah,
like,
and he
even though Meowie is still with him, it's like they went hand in hand.
And he did allude to in his conversation that it is more than just sex, but still.
That's a big reason. That's the biggest reason to why he was doing all of that in the first place. I mean, he started his career because he wanted to get with Makima. Of course, it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's just jumped from different people to different people. It was Makima, and then it was Power, and then when he found out that Power was more of a homie, he went back to Makima. Then it was Rize, and then Rize, and then now it's Asa. So it's just moving from one person to the next until he can get that thing.
And Asa is starting to really come around, it feels like, on Chainsaw Man. She's starting to really, I think, and after this moment, before he said what he said.
After this moment, she's going to be like, oh no, you're actually the worst.
I mean, because she did have a look of disgust on her face, but I mean, like, leading up to that moment, right before he said it, she did seem like she was really hearing what he was offering and had to say.
Of course, yeah.
But it's going to be funny because she's so close to finding out that Denji is Chainsaw Man. And I think it's just going to make a lot of things make a lot of sense when she finds out. And are we still shipping Asa and Denji? Or are we not shipping them? How do we feel? I'm going to pop up the chat while you ponder. Are we still...
I don't think Asa needs a boyfriend right now. I think she needs a friend. She needs just a person. I do ship them maybe later on, but I think she needs a homie. And so does Denji. I mean, he's like...
Yeah, I mean...
But he would have,
Yeah, Denji can't be her homie. He can't. Like, he was...
Batman Pearl said personally not a shipper anymore.
Oh my god, that's big news, dude. Oh my god. Batman Pearl, I feel like, was the one, like,
I'm actually
shipping him since the beginning. But yeah, I feel like Denji couldn't, like, physically just be her homie. He would slip in some maybe flirtatious. Yeah, I think he would be flirtatious from time to time. He would drop some hints. He would say some things. He would say some out-of-pocket things from time to time. Denji is so back, said Hot Shot Mama.
But again, there's people that he wasn't necessarily like that with. Like Power, it was, and then it wasn't. Like, I never got any type of vibe from him trying to be with Kobeni. At all.
That's true.
Like,
that's a good
at
point.
all, which is, like, kind of shocking for him.
That's true.
I
would say...
You can't be homies with someone you made out with, Bendover said.
I would say that I ship them. I think that Asa needs a friend for sure, which she almost had and kind of did have in Yuko. I just say almost because of what happened to her. But I think she does need a friend, but I also ship them still. Because I think that they would oddly be good for each other in a weird way.
Oh God, Peep Chisuru said, I saw a thread that pointed out that SEX is the only intimate thing that hasn't been used against him. Plus another that said that Asa having SEX with him could be how she takes ownership of Chainsaw Man.
Whoa, that's a crazy theory.
Okay, you guys, these are high school students. High schoolers don't do that.
Tell that to 16-year-old me in the back of my first car at a park in the middle of the day when the sun was still out. Dude, it was hot back there, and not because of the SEX, because I didn't have anything covering the windows. Yeah.
Okay, sneak bragging.
Sneak bragging. All right. The timer is for when we start going through the chapter, because last week, and I love it so much. It's why we do these live, because being here with you talking about these chapters, we can go on and on and on, but this is to keep mostly me on the rails so that we can get through what we have to get through in a timely manner so that we still have time to do the other things we have on the agenda for the channel and things that'll be coming out in the future. Start the timer, said Philip. Okay, we are starting it. Let me just flip over to our manga panel screen. Give me 1 segundo, por favor.
Segundo?
Yeah.
Is it un momento?
Segundo is second.
Second.
Yeah.
Minute.
Yeah. So
Got it.
A little Spanish lesson for everybody right there now too. Okay. Here we go. And as you will see, the timer is starting now. Oh. All right. So chapter 127, Save the Asa. We're going to be flipping back and forth because obviously if we show all the panels, that's when we risk getting in a little bit of trouble. But Asa, this is when Asa essentially gives up.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's very dark.
It's pretty dark. I mean, again, like the devil is like really manipulating the situation and feelings. But at this point, like Asa is just she's just so fed up.
Yeah, I mean,
she's just really thinking about all of it, and she's like, yeah, well, I mean,
we've seen her dealing with this over the course of quite a few chapters, and I think this is when it's at its worst and at its peak, when she is in a position where she's like, I am done, I give up.
Like, this is making it so much easier for me to just give up. Like, it would be harder if I didn't have all of these things happening around me, but you're just giving me a clear out, and sure.
Yeah. It kind of broke my heart because every other time she has only expressed her frustration and her sadness, but here's where she actually lets go and wants to just like be done.
Yeah.
We did get, I believe, let me just flip back over here, our first donation of the stream.
Thank you.
Let's go. She from Jose Leonos.
We always, I'm sorry. Fujimoto's been in his bag with these last few chapters, man. I really been enjoying everything he's been putting out. Totally agree. They're just too fucking short.
Yeah.
They're so short. They're really good, but I'm like clawing at myself when it ends.
Compared to everything else that we read weekly, this feels like the absolute shortest thing on our list of things that we are currently reading.
I'm like, that's it.
But it leaves me wanting more. And I think that, Fujimoto has done a really good job at building up this relationship. The will they, won't they, even them finding out each other's identities and even crossing paths.
It's like, will they, won't they with like Asa's happiness, I think.
Yeah.
Not like with them, just like Asa, like, will she be happy, will she not?
Yeah. And is he building all this up to just rip it away from us?
Yeah. Yeah, imagine if like he just killed off Denji. Which, like the story's about.
Yeah.
Asa now.
That would be too crazy, even for Fujimoto.
I don't think so.
No, you're right.
He would do some shit like that. It's a long con.
You're right.
It's the long con.
You are right.
Let's go. What's the time on the clock? 27 minutes. Okay. We're good.
I mean, we have plenty of time. So, again, I just want to be careful of how much we show of the chapter, but this is where the falling devil is. Honestly, this was truly terrifying. Something about her lurking behind whatever is falling here and saying what truly scares you right now is the shock of the impact, the physical sensation of falling, the darkness of the sky. That's all. I mean, this was really, really, really well paneled and it made me scared.
Yeah.
I was scared. And saying, close your eyes and I promise you a peaceful fall.
And Yoru's face is like, bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
don't even think about it. She goes, huh?
Yeah.
And then Asa's like, bite.
Well, Yoru, I think, I mean, we have to show this just because of, again, how good Fujimoto is at displaying facial expressions and conveying emotion. But, I mean, there is an anger and sort of a pain in Asa's face or in Yoru's face, excuse me. And then in Asa's face, she's kind of, she is scared, but she is sort of coming to terms with it. And then we see Yoru again screaming almost as if like she's screaming like, no, you don't do it. that's my Yoru, that's my Yoru impression. And then of course we see her thinking and kind of flashing back to all the things that have caused her pain. Not her parents though.
No.
Not her parents.
No.
Only had 3 panels and her parents didn't make the cut. I guess the cat kind of represents, that.
Well, I don't think they caused her pain.
Well,
Not like her,
no,
they're
deaf.
passing. Yeah,
they're
but
deaf.
the cat represents that. But
Right.
that hoe right there.
Yeah, fuck that hoe, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's when Asa lets go, and this her inner monologue here was tough. I mean, it was real. I mean,
Yeah, I won't have to lie in bed thinking about all the things I did wrong as I wait to fall asleep. I was like,
it's so funny.
isn't that just like a human experience? Like,
It's so relatable. Me as a person have personally gone through that. I feel like that was a really weird way to say that sentence.
yeah, that was like, where are you going with this? Yeah, me personally, as a person, you sound like an android trying to pass as a
It's so
human
funny
being.
because I was saying,
I was like, what are you glitching out?
I was saying me personally as a person, which is
As personally, you
supposed
said
to
me?
convey my humanity, but I said it in a way that made me feel the most like inhuman.
Yeah.
But I felt this. I've been up at night.
I mean, I do this every night.
I don't do it as much anymore
Good for you.
because I don't go out as much anymore. But when I used to go out all the time, I mean, I would run through the day,
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
entire day.
And,
in my head.
and remember every interaction that you've had with anyone.
And kind of like remember things I said and then think of all the ways that what I said could have how it could have been taken. And I think about how it could have, like how I meant it versus how it sounded versus how it was taken, how it could have been taken. I mean, it's maddening. It's probably also why it's so hard for me to go to sleep sometimes. And it's not because I'm thinking about that anymore. Now I can't shut my brain off. I don't know if that's
Because you need to be unplugged.
right. I don't know if that's a bad thing necessarily, but I'm not a robot. I am a human. I'm only human.
Yeah.
After all, don't put the blame on me. We got, I believe, another donation. Let's fucking go. Shout out from Avatar Desto. I think the person that will be Asa's friend is Yoru. She seems actually worried about her. I think their relationship will be very different now. That's a great point. And see, to your point, Megan, in Asa needing a friend, Avatar, I think, is absolutely right. Avatar Desto, that Yoru could be that friend. And it could be this sort of like, I don't know if allegory or metaphor is the right word, but because they exist as one, and they exist, like, Yoru exists within Asa, that it could be, it could be taken to mean that we need to befriend ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We need to.
It's gonna like take a twist where like Yoru doesn't look like Asa anymore.
Oh.
And it's just like a hunk.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Why?
Why would it have to be a hunk?
So they could be together.
No. We're not talking about Asa and Yoru being together. We're talking about them being friends and Denji and Asa being together.
Oh.
Because then the moral of the story is you should like love yourself to the point of wanting to like be in a relationship with yourself. People do that.
No, but it's not her. Because they don't have the same personality.
Right.
Don't shit on my ship.
Don't shit on my. That's a weird shit, but okay.
It's just a theory.
Nigga, that's some freak stuff for real. Hot shot mama. Okay, but yeah, this was honestly a really touching monologue or inner monologue. I want to lay in bed thinking about all the things that I did wrong. And even the birds, the darkness in the background. This is the moment. She's completely ready, given up, and accepted her fate and accepted giving up her life. Essentially, I mean, this is her essentially unaliving herself right here, and like following through with it, which is really fucking dark. But luckily, Denji, Chainsaw Man, shows up to save the motherfucking day. Let's go. I get giddy. I get excited. I get a big smile on my face anytime I see Denji or Chainsaw Man pop up. And this time, again, did not disappoint. He ends up giving her a really, really, really touching speech. And again, I should know by now, 127 chapters in, I should know by now where it's going to go. But during the conversation, I was like, oh my, wow, Denji, who are you? This is fake Saw Man right now. This is not Denji. This is fake Saw Man. I don't think so.
No, at the end it would reveal it, but
she's saying that she's accepted falling. Life is nothing but pain, getting made a fool out of, getting your expectations up only to be let down. And he basically says that he gets it. He relates to that. It's like the worse you feel, the heavier you get, which is also so perfect because, I mean, that is, yes, it's the falling devil's ability to be able to fall into despair, but that is also how it feels. Life feels heavier and starts to, like, you start to fall faster and harder into that despair. But this was the Willy Wonka moment for me right here. I just imagine, them in a factory. But instead of burps, it's happy thoughts. And you can't tell me that I'm crazy. You can't tell me I'm crazy. But this is where Denji says that in order to stop falling, they have to think happy thoughts. So he started thinking about cats and ice cream and dogs, which is very funny. And then she gets very upset, saying, "Don't make me remember cats." And he said, "I know how you feel. Believe me, I've been there." I'm loving these callbacks to power and Aki in the last chapter and in this chapter. She also says, I think, what everybody thinks when they feel these things, that no one has it as hard as them.
Yeah.
Which I think is such a hard thing to accept when you're in those dark moments, because you think that your pain is so exclusive to you. And it's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard to admit or to accept that other people go through the same thing that you go through. But when it's you going through it, it feels so different. It feels so personal
isolating
to you. Yeah. That you think that no one in the entire world is or has ever felt exactly what you're feeling. But oftentimes, I mean, that's just not true. And he says, "Let me prove it to you. Just when it seems super awesome, as soon as you let your guard down, some crappy things happen out of nowhere and screw it all up," right? Even through this conversation, his dialogue, the choice of like how he would give an inspirational speech, pep talk, is really cool. It's very him. Life isn't all that bad. He talks about crap sandwiches or crap hamburgers, which I've never had a crappy hamburger in my life, I don't think. Even those cafeteria or AM PM ones were pretty good. I'll take it.
Yeah, you eat those rollers.
Oh, the rollers at 7-Eleven that are rolling by the register.
And then you get sick, and you're like, "Oh, I feel sick," and it's like, "Yeah, no shit, because you ate the fucking rollers."
I got sick one time.
That's one time too many for you to continue to buy them.
If something's good enough, I'll keep coming back. Maybe I lost a couple LBs too, on the porcelain throne. Then this is where Denji says, "Only I've got something to live for, something to look forward to." Because she's asking him, like, how do you get over that? And he's like, "I'm not over it. We're never over it. We're always dealing with shit." But I have something
I had to scramble my brain to not deal with it.
Exactly. I mean, that's as real as it gets. I've got something to live for. I look forward to so much that I'm willing to eat that crap burger. And she said, "What's that?" And he says something very profound. And I think a lesson that, not a lesson necessarily, but something that really just rings true in a lot of people's hearts, whether they choose to admit it or not. But he says, sex. Plain and simple, sex. I want to have sex. That's how I imagine, when this gets animated in 5-6 years, whatever.
I wonder how it's, I feel like I'm really looking forward to the wind up of it happening. And just like the boob thing, he's like, "Yeah, this was okay." Like, oh, like,
bro.
not like okay. He's like, yeah, it was. I don't know. I built it up way more in my head than what it actually was.
Yeah, for Fujimoto to actually commit and get Denji laid, and then he has a similar moment. Although touching boobs and sex is two completely different things.
I think it's the same thing.
Absolutely not. Have you ever had? Are you a virgin? Which, if you are, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Cherish that. Hold on to it. Hold it close to you, and only give it to your prince or princess. But touching boobs and having sex, dude, not the same
It's
thing.
the same.
It's not the same thing, dude. Come on.
Batman Pro said sex is often disappointing the first time.
I mean, the first time, sure. I really quickly want to shout out another donation from Caden. Shout out Caden, who says, Happy Chainsaw Man Tuesday. Happy Chainsaw Man Tuesday to you as well, Caden. Thank you so much for your donation, for your support. Pedro says, that second time, though. Yeah.
Okay. That sounded like wind up to a story that no one wants to hear. That no one wants to hear.
It's not a wind up to a story.
Yeah, I remember you were about to.
No, I wasn't.
The first is very humbling. Media hypes up sex way too much.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like
For sure.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I think that would be kind of something interesting to see Denji go through because of just how much he's hyped it up. And
Yeah.
like, I think every young person does, right? They have this idea of what it's going to be or should be. And it's really never that the first time. Unless you're Johnny Sins, in which case I imagine.
No. You think he was born with the wrist?
Yeah. Johnny Sins, his first time, like I imagine a beam of light came down. And the creator said, this is what you were put on this earth to do. And I think he knew that. Even Blaze is saying the first 10 times are pretty much practice, and for some of us, we're still practicing. Okay, you're not still practicing, but you're never
Johnny Sins.
You're
level.
never Johnny Sins, and
Yeah.
you're never a master. Like, never think you're a master, because the moment
You think
consider
you're a
yourself
master?
is when you stop learning.
Ooh, always learn.
Always learn.
Always learn.
Yes. What?
Always learn. Joshi,
What are you reading?
speed up the timer, elevate up.
Speed up the timer. Speed it up. Oh, how much time we have? We have 12 more minutes of this.
Always explore. Oh God. Okay, you guys.
Anyway.
Yeah, it is just like I feel like Denji's just gonna he's gonna learn, and he's going to find more to life, because this is really the only reason why he's living. This is it. So once he gets that, I feel like he will move on and grow as a human. If that's what he thinks he needs that much.
I mean, do you really think, and I'm genuinely asking, that he will learn that there is more to life than
After that, yeah. Because he's built it up so much. I mean, everything that happened in the first Chainsaw Man, it was because he wanted that so much. And then he learned, obviously he wants, a house, and he wants food and all that stuff. But, I mean, that is he's like this when it comes to that. And now that all of his friends are gone.
Right.
He wants it even more.
Well, now he's up the ante a little bit. He wants to go to the next level. He wants to go all the way to home plate.
Well, he's been.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
But I saw someone, and I'm sorry. Let me try to find the person who said that. But they were basically saying, and I do apologize. It's Hot Shot Mama. I think her reaction is what makes this page so good. Yeah, even Asa's reaction to it, where she is I can't wait for this to be animated and there to be touching music, and I want them to even add, tears in Denji's eyes. He's like, I want sex. Or before that, she's like, what do you do? Like, how do you live? And then she's immediately like,
ready.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I gotta start from the beginning then if we're getting the music. He's like,
okay, hold
you know,
on.
life,
Okay.
Okay. You know, life isn't all bad, but day in, day out, all you can remember is the bad stuff. And the disasters keep piling up like a hamburger made of crap, right? And then you say,
how did you get over that, Chainsaw Man?
I haven't! I'm not over it! Only, I've got something to live for. Something I look forward to so much that I'm willing to eat that crap burger.
What's that?
Sex! Sex! I want it! I need it! I want to have sex!
Ew!
Oh, you gotta cut the sound and then do the ew. Yeah. Wow. And if Mappa wants to use that, they can. They can. We give Mappa full permission to use that. And I want that level of intensity of emotion.
Yeah.
She didn't even have to act saying it. This is cinema. Thank you, AB. Thank you. And as Fujimoto's a fan of cinema, and we provide cinema.
Denji's favorite band is The Lonely Island. I could totally see him. He's like listening to like The Creep. He's like, when you see a fine girl, and he's like walking, packing cigarettes.
Yeah. Packing
Dick in a Box. He loves that song. That's like his favorite song.
Oh, he would love Dick in a Box. He would love it.
Yeah.
Arta says, hello, guys. Hello, Arta.
All right, now do it in the Spanish dub. What's sex in Spanish?
You know what? I forget.
Let me look it up.
I forget what sex is in Spanish. I know a lot of bad words. Nasty
Sexo.
words. Really? That's easy to remember.
Sexo.
Yo necesito sexo. That's I need sex, but
I want to have. Add an O.
Add an O. Anyway, I all jokes aside, I think it's gonna be funny to see the aftermath of this reveal, right? Like Asa, I think, was really falling for it. No pun intended. And then he threw this out, and she's like, "Ew! Like, let go of me! Don't touch me!"
Yeah, never mind. Send me back. Take me back into the abyss.
My mind. I changed my mind. I want to be let go. But what gets me excited is that they are so close to figuring out, I believe, each other's identities, right? Like, and I want to see that moment so bad because I think it's just things are gonna click for Asa, and she's gonna go, oh yeah, this makes sense. This checks out. But I mean, overall, again, these chapters are pretty short. What do you think? Do you have any predictions or any thoughts or anything you want to say about what potentially could happen moving forward, or anything you didn't get to say about this chapter?
I don't know. I don't know how Denji's going to, or both of them, how they're going to defeat this devil.
Yeah, I mean
because Denji was trying.
Yeah, he was
to no avail.
Yes.
To no avail.
And let's be honest, I mean, Asa and Yoru have showcased power in like a moment of absolute necessity.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot, I think, for them to really conjure up a weapon that can actually do significant damage. So they are going to, I think, need help, which could be, of course, Yoshida. I mean, it would be crazy to see like Nayuta somehow come into the mix. I know Bro Benny, Kobeni, Kishibe. DJ Ward said off topic, but the OP/ED gonna be absolute fire visually for Oshinoko. Also, Chainsaw Man Season 2 announcement in May? ? Are you saying that there was one or that there might be one in May? Because I need that announcement. I want that announcement. I crave it. And if you're saying that it was announced that it's happening in May, or are you saying that it might be announced in May? I need to know.
Yeah, people are talking about your age too, because someone asked.
When did this happen? When did this happen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like 45 in December, right?
Well, no, I think Arcane Thinker got it right. 420 years old. Thank you. I am. You want me to tell you? I am 33 years young. Thank you very much. Not 40, 50. I see the chat. I see it. And I see a lot of 20-somethings in there. And those people I like.
What?
Okay.
That was the great. What did you?
No. Who were saying that I'm 20-something.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were like, I see a lot of 20-year-olds in here. And I like.
Why would your mind go there?
Because that sounded so. See, I feel violated. People, the way you said it, bro.
Why? No.
The way you said it.
I'm saying no.
The way you said it.
I'm saying, look at all these beautiful early 30-year-olds in this chat right now. We got Money 33, Avatar Dester 32. Shout out. You know, Megan's over here. She's the young buck. Okay, she's 25.
I'm not young. Don't tell my age.
Oh, sorry. I'll cut that out. Oh, fuck, we're live. Shit. Anyway, that mustache, I'm debating on whether or not to shave it, you know, because of the cosplay that we have to do. I'm like, is Zeppeli with a mustache? That could work. But also, yeah, to go back to what DJ Rory was saying to Oshinoko, real quick, just like one line here, because this is a Chainsaw Man stream. Fire first episode. Fire. Absolute heat off of that thing. That's it. But yeah, I thought this was a really fun chapter. I want to go back to, I think, Pedro. They said, yeah, Pablo said, I don't think they will beat the falling devil. She is a primal devil, but maybe we get to explore hell more. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that somehow it will result in either Asa and Yoru being sent, or both of them at the same time being sent. If Asa gets sent, then Denji will have to go after her into hell, or they'll both be sent into hell. That would be really cool to see. But you're making a good point. Like, you're absolutely right. Like, a primal devil having never died, having never been killed, that will be interesting to see. It's possible, but what would it take? What would it take to kill a primal fear? And it's going to take a significant amount of power, which means they're going to need a team, and they might not be able to do it. So I can see them being sent back to hell. That seems very plausible. Yeah, Hotshot Mama, they could fall into hell. And maybe this would be so funny if this is how they fall into hell. If Asa's like, ew, let go. And then just like, gross. And then immediately the next chapter begins with her floating through a door.
That'd be really funny.
That'd be hilarious. Denji and Asa bonding and catching feelings in hell. We will be there. Bro, can you imagine? How beautiful would that be? Falling in love in hell. This summer, falling in love in hell. I would love that.
Falling in love in hell.
Yeah. Yo, this is from JS. Who do y'all think is the person that revisited Denji in the last chapter? I mean, we were talking about it, but, I don't know. Yoshida seems too obvious, and the Devil Hunter, the president of the Devil Hunter Club, like, I just don't think he would talk like that. Bro Benny and Co Benny, I mean, we could compare the shoes, right? Like, he's wearing the same shoes. I just don't know, because I don't know. It can't be the you're allowed to change shoes, but I don't think it could be the Devil Hunter, president of the Devil Hunter Club, whatever, because he was wearing black shoes. And, his posture, we looked at we analyzed his posture last week, and it didn't look,
Yeah, that's true.
Yoshida has that, like...
Gotta be fake Saw Man. The thread is still out there, Hotshot Mama said.
Long story short, to answer your question, I mean, I don't really have any good idea. I want it to be, Kobeni because of the knife. but I don't even know if that dialogue matches Kobeni. And we had someone last week say that something about the original dialogue in Japanese, it was written in a way that you would speak to somebody that you don't know. It was written in a way that you would speak to somebody who is a stranger. And that might have gotten lost in an English translation. So I don't know.
DJ Warberty said, just imagine it being
timer.
Shit.
Oh,
that
shit.
scared me. I thought
That
we were going to
scared me too.
explode. Look
That
at your
scared
the
me,
playback.
dude. Oh my God. I'm going to look at this. Hold on. Oh, that scared the fuck out of me, dude. All right. Timer's up.
Yay! You did it.
Oh, I thought you were going to I got to give us a round of applause. And not just us, but everybody here. The applause is for you. The applause is for joining us, for hanging out with us.
Oh, well, what happened?
Take your birth control, said Soup Rack. So, what? What?
That was a good joke.
That was good. I just didn't. I never know if you're laughing at something that
That was
somebody
a
in the
good
chat
joke.
said, like as a joke
I'm
or a
sorry.
dig at me, or the way I said something. Or did
Okay,
something.
you are so ready for me to lunge.
I am like this all the time.
Yeah. The Gaslight Central over here. Next
Anyway.
stop, Gaslight Central.
So, in order to stay on track with the rest of the stuff that we have to do today, and again, it's because I'm awful at this. I am no good at goodbyes. We set a timer for 30 minutes to. I liked doing this. I feel like this did keep us on track because we still got to give our general thoughts, and then once we dove into the chapter, that's when we hit that 30-minute timer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do it again, but maybe next week we'll have more time to talk more about it. But since the chapters are and tend to be shorter, and I think sometimes a live that's short and sweet is for the best. And that's just me.
That's just me.
So that's going to do it for this Chainsaw Man chapter review stream, chapter 127. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Our Steel Ball Run cosplay came as well. I don't think we revealed that. So after this, we're going to be reading. Tomorrow we have a community live. Thursday, One Piece is back. And Saturday, more Hell's Paradise. Our new Neon reaction came out today as well. We are busy. I also want to say that we are and have decided to move all of our anime reactions because this channel is called the Volume 1 Podcast and is home for more long-form chapter discussions, manga reviews, things of that nature. We will be moving all of our anime reactions to our second channel, Volume 1 Extra, which the Neons have been there for a while, and the Hell's Paradise have recently started going there. And that's just to keep things a little more organized. So if you're not subscribed to that second channel, please consider subscribing. If you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please consider subscribing. Before we go, that we have a donation from a beautiful lie who is a beautiful human being. Shout out a beautiful lie.
Thank you.
Chainsaw Man and Asa in Hell's Paradise.
Ooh.
And there's a connection. Because
Crossover here.
Yeah, the manga, the mangaka have worked together.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's a collab happening, right?
Possibly. You never know.
Shout out a beautiful lie. Thank you, Money, for spamming the link.
Thank you.
To Volume 1 Plus, the second channel. Are you guys going to catch up on Dan Dan said C-Dot? We want that more than anything. We really, really want to do that.
Yeah, I'm like this close to just reading it by myself.
So we're going to talk, and
But hopefully next month,
even JS is saying it's been fire, yeah.
next month will be a little bit more open. So, because this month it's just like super stacked. It's just like it's like schedule stuff that we have already in place. So hopefully next month we can dabble in some other stuff and yeah. Because we'll be done with Steel Ball Run. Yeah. This month.
Yes, we'll have recorded it this month.
Completed it.
Yes.
So.
And that'll open up a lot. We might
take a break.
Potentially and possibly consider giving it some time so that we can get to like a Dan before we jump into the next part.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really do want to get to it too.
Jojo Lion.
Yeah, Jojo Lion.
Jojo Lion.
Jojo Lion. I got corrected.
Julian.
Yeah. Batman for Real said, did you guys make your goal for the cosplays on Steel Ball Run? We did. We did. And we will thank everybody, and we will shout everybody out in that video.
Exciting.
Haven't seen Suzume yet. Someone said, JDJ said Jojo Lion. But I got made a fool by Alexander Arts. Shout out. Love Alexander Arts.
No, I think he was just repeating what I was saying.
Oh.
But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much. We love you all. We will see you.
Part 8, Jojo was named as a reference to Evangelion Blaze.
Oh.
That's crazy. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, we will see you guys tomorrow in our community live. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. That's always the same and never changes, which, chat, feel free to help us out with today.
I want corn dog.
We already did that, didn't we? There's, I think, a clear outro that we have to do today. But I can't imagine that you would be comfortable proclaiming.
I want corn dog.
Is there something else that you want besides sex?
You could say it, I'll say ew.
No. Okay, that's funny. And this is just this. Oh, we could both. Just
we could just say ew. Yeah.
Okay,
ew
we'll
is the
both
one.
say ew. That's good. You guys are smart. You guys are way fucking smarter than me, dude. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Let me make sure I have everything queued up, which I didn't. Thank you for all of your support. And we will see you tomorrow. Why can't I get this ready? But until next time, ew! I want